You are witnessing a ritual rarely seen by the outside world. This is a traditional Native American sweat lodge, a purification ceremony that has been used for thousands of years to heal and transform many. Burning hot rocks are carried into the center of the lodge, or inipi, where water is then poured to create steam. The doors are closed, leaving participants in total darkness as the lodge gets hotter and hotter, causing people to have visions, experience intense emotions, and even have immense spiritual awakenings. After years of searching for a lodge that would allow us to show this tradition properly, I finally received the blessing from a member of the Karuk tribe to participate in and document the ceremony. So myself and a small group made the trek to the base of Mount Shasta to experience one of the world's most hidden and powerful traditions, a Native American sweat lodge.
We're about 2 hours away from the sweat lodge. How you guys feeling?
I feel like we're about to go into something super intense. I can feel it in my stomach.
You're gonna be pushed so physically, you don't have the energy to hold back. Like, you could have whole fucking visions in here.
When it's like spiritual, like deep, mental, emotional work, it's only beneficial at the end of the day. So like that keeps me really well balanced.
Good for you guys. Really proud of you all. Really, I hope you guys have it. Yeah, bro.
While purification practices can be found across many cultures, sweat lodges are unique. Constructed by layering tarps and blankets on top of a rounded tree branch structure, the lodges are built to insulate heat and block out light. With their origins being traced back more than 1,500 years to the discovery of ancient kivas, circular structures found in most households used to host these ceremonies, sweat lodges have been a long-standing tradition amongst indigenous cultures. Today, the exact practice differs from tribe to tribe, but for many, it is seen as a place of renewal and purification, where participants will often set intentions for physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual healing before entering the lodge to sweat and pray for several hours. This experience can be extremely intense, and without a proper guide, it can be very dangerous, sometimes even fatal.
Arizona authorities are now investigating the deaths of 2 people in a sweat lodge ceremony.
Motivational speaker and self-proclaimed spiritual guru, James Arthur Ray.
Known as a sweat lodge, Ray was guiding one of those ceremonies when 3 people died and 18 others were rushed to the hospital.
Oh, I read about this.
He didn't make them prep or anything like that.
He was on some crazy shit.
Yeah, I think this is way deeper than it's led on to be, you know?
And the closer we got, the more the intensity of this experience began to settle in.
It is scary to like lose control of your faculties.
Are you scared it's gonna be too intense for you to handle? Or like, to get through the whole thing?
I'm definitely scared of like, yeah, maybe being the weakest one.
What was some ego shit?
That's gonna get shattered immediately.
I think there is a fear of not being able to make it through and then like not being able to get the benefits because of that.
On a personal note, I was putting a lot of importance on this ceremony to help me work through something.
I am not as happy as I should be. I'm constantly chasing something. If like there was like something I could shed or purify or become reborn on, I think it would just be being able to do everything I'm doing, but do it with a different level of like love and appreciation for myself and the experience.
When you use fear, in my opinion, to chase success, when you get to that mountaintop, you're gonna be looking for something else. And when you chase too hard, you're running from failure. Like, how do you run with love to something that you want?
The hope is that I can just be more comfortable in myself and like not have to keep searching, keep chasing.
But even with all of the thoughts and preparation we did for this experience, we had no idea just how much we were about to learn.
All right, guys, I think we're here.
Oh, there it is.
Is that it? Oh, that in the back. That's it. That's it. This is crazy.
It's setting in. We're about to meet him.
Oh, I'm nervous now. All right, here we go. I'm Andrew. So nice to meet you.
Instantly, we were greeted by our point of contact, Tashina, who then introduced us to her dad and our guide for this experience.
What do we call you?
Walking Eagle.
Walking Eagle?
Jack.
Jack.
Just don't call me late for dinner, buddy, because we'll have it made. I'm glad you guys came up to experience something so special.
We're excited.
Walking Eagle then introduced us to his partner, Gentle Springs.
How many lodges would you say he's done?
Thousands?
At least, if not more.
and his son Matthew, as well as the rest of his community.
If it gets hot, just stand up.
No, don't do that. Don't listen to him.
Should I be scared?
No, don't
No?
be scared. If you don't think about how hot it's gonna be, then it's not gonna be
Because
hot.
it's gonna be hot.
And then we were able to get our first look inside the lodge.
Crazy. How hot do you think it gets?
Have you guys been in a lodge before?
Never.
A sauna?
Yeah, tons of saunas.
Okay, that times 10.
Oh my gosh.
Everybody has problems, and that's why the sweat is really good. It cleans out all the toxins that you have in your body that we put in our body. Well, we don't even know that we do. So you go in the lodge with no expectations, no nothing. You're gonna come out with something.
Why is everyone looking at me?
Are you the expectation person?
I might be, sir.
And even though things started out light and fun, the ceremony was about to begin, and everything was about to change.
Ayot pa kriven tawo sin corona na hoknep nisn tan jar knu hoisten but ko khana istin tan tepe.
This is a feeling lodge, a heart lodge, not so much the mind lodge. So you need to start focusing on what you guys want in your life to change. What is it in you that you want to create in your life? So when you go in there, you also receive something for your life and your family. When he lights the fire, there'll be some tobacco over there. You take tobacco in your left hand, in your heart side, and you pray. Ask Mount Shasta, the energy of this land, the spirits of this land, the ancestors that were here to help you, to state your intention to the old ones, you know, because they hold all the medicine and all the wisdom of Earth because they're the oldest living beings on the planet. And so when you talk to them, they'll talk to you inside there. Left hand prayers.
As the fire began to burn, we were instructed to take some tobacco and say a prayer for our lodge experience.
When we sing, we're putting our love and our happiness into this energy of this altar. This is an altar.
It means everything right here. This fire, everything goes in, comes out of here. The grandfather watches out for us right here.
But it's all about you giving something back. Giving back a song, a little bit of your hair, some tobacco, you know, to honor what you're doing here. As we sing, we're feeding that fire with our prayer, and the fire speaks back to us. It's burning perfectly right now. This is going to be a good prayer.
As we waited for the rocks to heat, I finally got a moment to learn a little bit more about the lodge and what it truly means to this community.
Sweat Lodge is about purifying yourself, purifying your soul, purifying your body. You know, we're very energetic beings. So this is a place to get in your center. We're not here just to work every day and drive cars. We're here to live, to experience whatever it is that grandfather wants us to experience.
I believe in what I'm doing, otherwise I wouldn't be doing it. I believe in every song that we sing. My son helps me sing it. Every stick of wood that we put on the fire, every piece of rock, everything that we do has meaning to me. Because all this is bringing people together, showing them a way that, hey, we can live in the same world without fighting, without arguing, and have a good time while we're doing it, smiling and laughing and dancing and singing.
For me, letting go and surrendering is very hard.
So your spirit will show you more to see rather than what your brain tells you. You know, it's important to really come here with an open heart. And if you start counting the amount of stones and, oh my God, they're red, you're gonna scare yourself out of there. Got to go in there. This is good for me. This is good for me. This is good for me.
People have cancer, being sick and stuff like that. We bring them in the lodge and pray for them, and they come out and they give it away. We've had people come here with stage 4 cancer that walk away with nothing.
We started to realize just how much belief and intention goes into this experience. From every song to every piece of wood, even the making of the drums, everything is rooted in meaning, gratitude, and prayer.
Some people walk around with no conscience, you know, don't think, they don't pray, they don't, you know, they just walk like a zombie. I want to be praying because you never know what's ahead of you. Every footstep that we step should be a prayer in there.
And as the fire finished burning, it was finally our time to experience the Sweat Lodge.
Drummers in.
You surrendering or what?
I'm working on it.
All right.
As we entered the lodge, we were given permission to bring our cameras in, but they warned us that Mother Nature has a mind of her own, and there was no guarantee that they would work in the intensity of the lodge.
Let's go. I'm getting cold.
Here we go.
The lodge starts by bringing in the first of 3 rounds of stones. In this round, 15 burning hot rocks enter the sacred circle. And even with the doors still open, you can already start to feel the heat.
It gets so hot.
And with no idea how long these rounds last, we were in for an experience that would truly test not just our bodies, but our minds and spirit as the doors closed for round 1.
This first medicine that he puts on, you want to breathe. It's going to help connect you from the Mother Earth to the Spirit.
Oh.
You see this?
I thank you for the stars that shine at night, grandmother. It looks like the medicine that we put on the stones, grandmother. I come to pray for the children of this world, grandfather. I come to pray for all the animals, grandfather. I pray for each and every heart that's in this lodge, grandfather, and the damage that was caused as they made their way here, grandfather. I pray for these stones, grandfather, that create the steam that causes the sweat to pour from our bodies, grandfather.
Okay, feeling good.
The rest of the lodge went by in a blur, with the next 2 rounds getting hotter and hotter as more and more stones entered. And as we continued to go in and out of darkness and reflection, this experience started to have its effects on each of us.
One of the guys told me, you're in there to sacrifice for the pain of the world. And I have this tattoo that says heal the world. And I was looking at it and I was like, this is a responsibility. And I just lost it. I started bawling. I was like deep stomach tears coming out.
I think these rituals will show you parts of yourself that you need to see. But if you are too hesitant or too stubborn, then you're gonna have a way harder time, because these rituals don't back down, they push through.
They call it a rebirth or like a spiritual reset. And I could feel what that means when your body goes into survival mode. And then when you come out and it's just like this, like as if you press like a hard reset button on your whole being.
The discomfort of the heat, the discomfort of the dark, the intentionality of like, okay, I'm here to do something. Stuff just gets like stripped back. You start sweating out layers of who you are. And you come out free to be like the fullest version of you.
Part of the process of going in here is I wanted to surrender control, be able to do what I'm doing and have more of an appreciation for it. And by the 3rd round, I started like talking to myself super negatively. And I think I have this feeling of like I need self-worth from other people, from the hard things I do, instead of just having it within me.
That's why those stones are there. You gave everything to those stones. All your hatred, all your judgment on yourself.
That was life-changing.
You're not left with enough energy to hold on to that tension. So you almost have to just like release it to survive the heat.
There's no words to like describe the feeling of release.
There was some powerful medicine in there too.
Yes.
You brought some real powerful medicine.
Yes, you guys
Really?
did.
Oh, yeah.
You did.
That doesn't happen all the time.
And even with our profound individual experiences, we notice something even deeper. This ceremony isn't just for your individual benefit. The lodge is done with a community that is united to heal themselves and the world. And that is what truly makes this so special.